And joining us now is Samantha Barry, editor-in-chief at Glamour magazine and a member of CNBC's Financial Wellness Advisory Council. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about this, how to make an extra 10K. What's
we
the
wanted
secret?
something tangible that women could hold on to, right? And we said 10K is a number that you can get on board with. So we looked at how can women earn an extra 10K, how can they save an extra 10K, how can they invest an extra 10K, whether that be from how they save money compared to what they've been doing and getting an extra side hustle. We've talked to a lot of women that are getting that extra 10K through a side hustle in the gig economy as well.
And $10,000 is not a small amount. So,
No.
so how do you get there? I mean, is it achievable or is this a pipe
It is
dream?
interesting. We broke it down in actual, things that people spend money on. So there's a lot of talk around millennials and their love of avocado toast and brunch. To get to that 10K, you maybe have to forego 1,500 avocado toasts. If you like a Starbucks latte, 6.5 years of that will be $10,000. Or if you like a nice bottle of wine, like I do, that's 300 or 638 bottles of wine. So I think one of the things that the women we talk to, they do things like they give up some of the things they could give up every month, whether that's your Uber bill or your Seamless bill, and look at maybe moving to a place that is more affordable to rent, and to create that fallback fund and that emergency fund that women and men need.
You mentioned in terms of earning an extra 10K, maybe a side hustle. What about for somebody's existing job? Are there techniques for essentially saying, look, get paid a little more toward what you think you're worth?
There's actually, we looked at a lot of the studies on like what is that 10K bracket, even in the job that you're in, that people are happiest, right? And some of the studies have seen that, that 60K to 75K bracket is some of the happiest people. And 75K being kind of the optimum. Once you get there, your happiness levels out. But it is really, we have that constant conversation with women about how to negotiate for themselves, how to ask for more. Women don't ask as much as men for more money, and when they do ask, the percentage of them that get a raise is less than men. So it's, again, continuing to push and ask and negotiate for yourself.
Do you get lots of good feedback from readers when you do these types of segments? Is this something that leads to a lot of engagement, or is one of the problems that perhaps it's men and women, but predominantly women, that they don't really engage with these types of boring stories that are kind of full of advice?
Do you know what? We've actually been surprised. We've been having this conversation with women aggressively for the last year and a half around money, and we've really centered it around personal stories. So I think sometimes when you're talking about money or finances and you do it like in an academic way or in a big reported way, a person can't feel like they can get into the story. We've been doing our financial coverage around women and stories about negotiations and savings and all of that, and we really center it around a woman's story or a collection of women's story. And the response we've got has been really, really, really good. We've had a lot of people. We have done the call to action of a fallback fund, so every woman having 6 months of savings in order to leave like a bad situation, whether that's a job they want to leave or a relationship or a lease. And that call to action, we've had so many thousands of women say that's what I needed, that because the reality is there's a lot of men and women that don't have an emergency fund, right? So like 40% of Americans would struggle with like a $400 unexpected expense on a given week because they are living, a lot of them, paycheck to paycheck.
Samantha Barry, always good to hear from you on this issue.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Editor-in-chief of Glamour magazine. You can read the one money lesson every woman should live by on CNBC.com. And for more from Invest in You, you can visit CNBC.com/investinYou. We should note that NBC Universal and Comcast Ventures are investors in Acorns.